Welcome, chatters, to another episode of Honey, We Need to Chat. I'm going to keep talking while Amy takes a big sip of her big mug.
Amy takes a big sip.
Simon, Amy.
Welcome. This is Love Languages
2.0.
101.
2.5. So when we did 2. When the previous one and 2.5 is like that. Welcome, chatters.
All right, we're going to dive right into
a Reddit
story. All about love languages. My 30 female love language is gift giving, and my partner, 33 male, hates it. This is so funny. If you listen to the previous,
what a jerk
story we just had, or the response we were having. Anyway, listen to the previous episode. Cool. So, hello. I need the public's opinion because at this point I don't know how to express myself. I'm a gift giver. I love the feeling of finding something perfect for someone, giving it to them, and having them get excited. I put a lot of thought and feeling into my gifts. I don't buy random meaningless things. My friends and family say I'm an excellent gift giver. My gifts are always received well. My problem is that my boyfriend hates getting gifts. He also hates it if I make a big deal out of his birthday. He says he's a minimalist and stuff doesn't matter to him. So I've tried handmade things and homemade food like pies, and he's still rather I not. God, what is wrong with this man? Give me the pie.
Give me the pie.
I don't know how to stop myself from wanting to give. Every time he rejects a token of my affection, it's like pushing a little pin in me. I can only brush it off so many times. Each time he refuses one of my gifts, it feels like rejection of me personally. That's why I need your help. Am I being childish? Should I just respect that he doesn't want gifts? Can having mismatched love languages work in the long run? Note, he does give me gifts and I happily accept them.
Yeah, I think that's really important though, because it has to speak his language. If she's a gift giver, I understand that she needs to give gifts, but she just needs to learn about what gifts to give, you know, like, so otherwise it's still her focused on her, you know what I mean? So it's about like so when we talk about love languages, we're talking about like how I receive love languages and how you receive love languages and how we normally operate out of the way that I receive. So gifts, when we first got together, I'd get you a lot of things, right? Like small things, big things, whatever else. Like I was big on gifts, giving you, but I didn't speak your love language. So that's really important. It's the thing that she needs to learn in that process, is if she's just trying to give him gifts all the time, but it's not speaking his language, then that's something that she needs to work on. He's not in the wrong and kind of sounds a little bit
pushy.
Yeah. Pushy. Yeah.
I think what stood out to me was she's talking so much about how her love language is gifts and he doesn't like gifts and he doesn't like gifts. I don't think she says in here at all what his love language is.
It's so focused on herself.
And it's so nice of her to do these things. Like, that's so nice. But I think, and she says, am I being childish? Should I just respect that he doesn't want gifts? Yes, you should respect that he doesn't want gifts. I don't know if you're being childish, but I think being unable to accept that someone doesn't want
Why
gifts.
is she clinging to this so much? You know, why? It sounds like when I hear her, I just picture someone's like, claws in, like, I need to do this thing. I have to do this thing.
Yeah, or someone who's like, people all like gifts. You will like a gift. There will be a gift you like. You will like a gift. And I think for the most part, that wouldn't be wrong. Most people would have something that they enjoy. But if he's a minimalist as well, she said he's a minimalist and that stuff doesn't matter. He's probably got a lifestyle around that, or even like a philosophy or morals around why he doesn't want stuff filling up his life. And so that could be an extra motivation for him.
This story makes me think of my dad.
Yeah.
Right. So my dad, he's a gifts person, right? So, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the idea of what's a good present. So we got about 8 camping chairs over the period of 2 years because he bought us camping chairs 2 years in a row, right? And we got like 8 of them. And then he bought us these big like outdoor lounge chairs. And it's just like big size-wise things. And it's like, man,
he'll just go above and beyond.
And which is really, really nice, but it's extremely frustrating. So I'm like, I don't have a yard, man. Where are we going to put that? You know, like it's just going to cause clutter and all this sort of stuff. So his heart was in a really, really good place. And he would be someone that would be similar to this lady here of like, I need to do this because this is the way that I receive love. So they're going to receive it, right? But just understanding just having that understanding of the other person is probably where my dad lacks in. Of like, it's a great gift. Like the camping chairs were really good camping chairs. We did need some for the first year, but we didn't need them for the second year. So for having outdoor chairs for 3 years in a row, it ended up being like it's overkill, right? And I got no more need for chairs. So I've had to talk to him, and this is again the thing. So he has a responsibility here too. It's like, how is he shutting her down? Because if with my dad, right, if I just turn around and say like, oh, stop giving us gifts, man, like that's, he's going to feel deflated and he's going to feel a little bit hurt. But if I can actually explain to him, the process of getting gifts and stuff too, because my dad's single, right? Like he doesn't have to think of other people so much. And back in the day, like he never took care of gifts really, from what I remember, when he was still married to my mum. That was more mum's thing. And so I think it's been this wrestle for him of like, all right, I need to prove that I can do this now that I'm single. And then 2, I'm a gifts person, so this is how I'm going to show love. But so walking him through that process of thinking about the other person. The gift isn't the size or the amount or anything else like that. It's the need that they have, the thought of them when you purchase it. That's the gift that you a good gift giver. That's what with him as well. If he's just like, oh, stop getting me stuff.
Yeah, and rejection is weird. It's hard. Yeah, especially things like pie. Like rejection of gifts like that is intense.
Yeah, just take the pie, man.
Yeah, the pie to get it.
But it's funny if he's like, if she's bought him like this big meaty juicy pie and he's a vegetarian.
Which she would, hopefully that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Well, but like, why would he reject a pie?
Yeah. So weird.
Who rejects pie?
I was thinking when you were talking about your dad, though, I think some people, because of their love languages or whatever, their behaviors or their patterns, their preferences, that's the word I'm looking for, they'll revert to that. And then if they also get a sense of identity or a sense of belonging from that, and she talks about how everyone loves my gifts, my family loves my gifts, everyone says I'm a great gift giver. And so if this has become an identity thing for her, it could be a really hard thing to shift to. And so there could be some insecurity going on for her. That's like, it's not just about the gifts necessarily, because she likes gifts. It's almost like she doesn't know how to be without those gifts.
Yeah.
And so there could be insecurity on her side that's like, I've got to figure this out.
Yeah. If I can't give this, what can I give?
Who am I? Yeah, exactly. I was also thinking, if your love language is gifts, I wonder if it's possible to twist your thinking of it by telling yourself, I'm going to give him the love language he wants as a gift. So my gift to him will be to give him love in the way that he receives it. I don't know if that works or not. It wouldn't work for all of them, because like if physical touch is your love language, you can't be like, I'm going to touch him in the way that he wants to receive love through gifts.
Touch him there.
Maybe you could.
Yeah. You'll be touched.
But I think the fact that she hasn't mentioned his love language.
Yeah.
The fact that she's so honed in on it being gifts, and the fact that it seems like he's quite like, no, like stop doing that. To me, there looks like there's a lot of miscommunication or like gaps in their understanding of each other. And maybe she's just not catering to him. And he could be digging his heels in a little bit if he's like, I have told you so many times that you just keep gifting me, and that's not even my love language. I can imagine someone reacting in like, and now I'm just going to reject them. Because I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Oh, and last question, she says, can having mismatched love languages work in the long run? 100%.
Yes.
Everybody has mismatched love languages. There's absolutely no red flag there. There's absolutely no red flag there. The only red flag is if you can't communicate about.
Well, the only red flag there is if she can't actually come to grips that he has, that she needs to meet his needs. Yeah. Like that's where the red flag is.
Yeah.
So I actually see more red flag with her than him.
Yeah. Well, and the last note she says is, he gives me gifts. He knows her love language is gifts, and he doesn't like them, but he gives them to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, the biggest red flag is, I think she's got to get in touch with what his is, and just maybe chill on the gifts for a little while.
Just chill out, man. But dude, take the pie.
Take the pie. Everybody has all 5 as well. That's one last. Everyone has all 5 to some extent. So
all 5 gifts.
All 5 love languages.
That's one.
Yeah. 5 love languages. Love gifts. So her not being able to give him gifts, she should be able to still feel connected through love in a different way. Like, I don't think gifts is going to be so strong for her that every other love language means nothing. Flip side from him, once they're in a settled place, he should be able to see, oh, she loves me through this.
Mm.
I don't think it gets to the point where you just never give your love language to your partner, because that is how you show love. So he also needs to be able to be like, oh, she's gifting me this and I love her through that. But maybe just reverting to the ones that aren't the gifts right now.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Put the brakes on.
Break it.
Cool.
Great.
Thanks, chatters. Chat out.
That was so sudden. Thank you, chatters.
Chat out.